I'm Maria Lane. I'm a historical geographer here at the University of New Mexico. And New Mexico as a state and as part of the Southwest region is actually a great place to do historical geography and cultural geography and of course environmental geography and environmental studies. The kind of work that I'm most interested in has to do with environmental knowledge and understanding how we learn what we learn about the environment, how we come to know what certain landscapes are like, how we disagree about what landscapes are like, how we negotiate different forms of environmental knowledge, what role science plays in all of that, and also what role cultural perceptions play in individual communities. So in New Mexico, we have a very interesting, complicated cultural geography that comes from a long colonial history of the Spanish settling here and then of course Anglo-Americans settling here. And it's really interesting to look at environmental questions in light of some of this cultural geography and try and understand them, especially how things like water management have evolved in the past. So I have some projects related to water management in New Mexico. Also, I'm very interested in science and technology studies, how we use science to do big environmental projects like build dams and irrigation systems. I also have a project focused on the building of bridges in the Florida Keys. Just generally interested in anything that has to do with environmental knowledge and how we produce it and how we use it. I have a lot of students here at UNM that are interested in historical questions related to not only the environment, but other topics that are more cultural or even anthropological, looking at New Mexico's history, looking at the Southwest, looking at how we understand arid landscapes and how water moves through them or doesn't, as the case may be. And also support students who are just interested more generally in Spanish colonial history, the Atlantic Basin, even the Caribbean, and historical and cultural geographies. So UNM is a great place to work and a great place to study. I've been so engaged by the variety of students that we've had come through our program. Of course, geographers are a varied bunch to begin with, but we've just had a tremendous diversity of backgrounds and interests in our grad student population and in our undergrad student population. And I've really enjoyed working with students in classes, on projects, doing research together, going to conferences together. That's part of what makes UNM so unique.